Hello, welcome to Finite Element Analysis Laboratory by Unilearning, Episode 3. Today we are going to perform a static structure analysis of a shaft in torsion. For this purpose, go to the static structure module and select it. This will create an analysis system in the project schematic tab. Here it is loading. Here kindly rename it to torsion of a shaft and press enter. Today we are going to learn how to change the engineering data properties such as materials. So in order to do so, go to the engineering data tab. When you go into the engineering data tab, you will see only one material, that is structural steel. If you want to add more materials, we can select from the ANSYS built-in material library. In order to do so, go to the engineering data sources tab, click on it. This will create three specific rows. The first row represents the categories of the materials that you are going to select. When you select a category, the list of outline of favorites will be updated, in which you can see the material data in that specific category. When you click any material, its properties will be shown in the third row. Similarly, we will go into the General Materials tab, your category, click on it. As you can see, the bottom list of materials has been updated. We will select stainless steel. Structural steel is by default selected. We will also select grey cast iron, and we will also select copper alloy. And one last, we will also select titanium alloy. In order to view that how many materials and what materials we have added, you can go again into the engineering data sources tab, click on it. It will close the ANSYS material library and will show you the materials that you have recently added. As you can see, we have added copper alloy, grey cast iron, stainless steel, structural steel and titanium alloy. We have added a total of 5 materials. Uh, After adding these materials, we will close this tab from here and go into the go into the geometry tab, right click on it and open new design modeler. We will use the ANSYS built-in CAD modeler that will help us create the geometry of a shaft. So by right clicking on the geometry tab, the menu will be opened. You can select the new design modeler geometry. You can view that the opening progress from the bottom left corner, which is saying starting design modeler. If you have by accident started Spacelink, kindly close it and reopen the new design modeler by following this step again. It will take a minute to load the ANSYS modeler window. You can see this screen as we have previously modeled the shaft and the bars in episode 1 and 2. Today we are going to do the same. For this purpose, go into the concept tab and go into the cross section. We have a built-in cross section of a shaft which is circular, so we will select a circular shaft and it will create the circular cross section. Click on it. You can view its details from the bottom left corner. It requires one dimension, which is radius r. You can enter it 1 meter. After entering the radius, click on the cross section that you have recently created from the tree outline. This is circular 1. Click on it. Select the extrude button from here and again click circular 1 and apply. Add the depth that you want to extrude this circular cross section, which is 40 meters. After doing the click on the generate button to create the solid body. As you can see, a solid body has been created. In order to view it, you can also go into the tree outline, click on the plus sign near the one part one body. You can see a solid body. We have previously created line bodies. Today we have modeled a solid body. After modeling it, you can close the new design modeler and go into the ANSYS workbench. There, double click on it, the model tab. It will start the ANSYS mechanical window in which you can do three things. You can create mesh, you can assign boundary conditions, and the results required is entered there. It is opening. As you can see, a tick mark near the geometry shows that our geometry has been successfully saved in the new design modeler tab. It is currently opening the ANSYS mechanical, which you can see again by going on the by viewing the bottom left corner of the workbench window. It is opening. Just a minute. Yes, it is loading the project. The project contains the geometry. As soon as this project loads, we will be able to view the geometry that we have recently created in ANSYS workbench window. Mm, just a minute. As you can see, the ANSYS 2020 window of mechanical is different from the earlier versions such as 18.0 and 18.2, but the commands are all the same. The project has been successfully loaded. You can go into the geometry and you can see the tick signs that indicate that our previous steps has been correct. In order to assign a specific material to the geometry, what you can do, you can go into the geometry, click on the plus sign here, select solid and go into the details. You can see material assignment. You can change the structural steel to any of the previously added material that you have once added in your analysis system. Suppose we want to perform this analysis on titanium alloy. We will select titanium alloy and now we will create a default mesh. Right click on the mesh and click generate mesh. This will create a predefined mesh on the body. We will now assign the boundary conditions. For this purpose, right click on the static structural tab, go to insert and select fixed support. Go into utilize these three cubes. We want to perform a face selection. We will select the face selection and we will click near this end of the shaft. As you can see, this face has been highlighted, but we do not want to select it. We want to select the face that is behind it. In order to do so, you can see these two planes. Click on the backend plane. As you can see, the backend face has been highlighted. After doing so, click on apply. The fixed boundary condition has been successfully applied. Right click on the static structural again, go to the insert tab and select moment. Here it is. After selecting moment, select this face and apply. Apply a moment of magnitude 5000 Newton meter. After doing so, go into the solution tab and insert the results that we have selected for our analysis. Right click, insert, deformation, total. It will give us total deformation. Then again go to the solution, right click, insert, deformation, directional. We will rename it to deformation along x-axis and press enter. Similarly, we will create other two deformations in direction x, y and z. Rename it deformation along y axis. We will also change the axis for this result. In the details view, you can see the orientation. Select x-axis and press y-axis because we want to calculate deformation along y-axis. Now again insert deformation directional, rename it to deformation along z-axis. Our four results has been added. Now we want to insert the reaction forces and moments. We can go into the insert probe force reaction and select the fixed support because the reaction will be on the fixed support. Similarly, go again into the solution, insert probe moment reaction and select the fixed support. We have successfully inserted all 6 results that we want to acquire from this finite element analysis. Then go above, solve this model for the solution of this given problem. ANSYS is starting to solve the problem. It is building the mathematical model of this analysis. So it will solve the model. It is 80% completed and all the results have been evaluated. There is no error in our simulation. We can view the results one by one. Click on the total deformation. As you can see, the shaft has been deformed. It has a total deformation of 3.6145 e raised to the power minus 6 millimeters. Means titanium has minimum deformation. We can go along y, x. As you can see, the value of x and total deformation are same, which means that x is contributing maximum towards the total deformation. Similarly, when we go along y direction, it is also same. Along z, it is also same. See, and now we will select force reaction. You can see the reaction force, and this is our reaction moment direction, which is along the z-axis. We have performed this analysis for the titanium alloy. We can similarly perform this analysis for other materials such as structural steel. And after selecting it, we just have to click the solve button for this analysis to be completed. It is solving the model and is giving the results. We will select the total deformation, which is 1.6585 e raised to the power minus 6, and the moment reaction, as the direction of moment reaction is same, and our force reaction is also same. Deformation along z-axis is also same. Hooray, we have completed the analysis. You can close the ANSYS mechanical window from here. We will now save the model. In order to save the model, go into the main menu bar, click the file button and press save as. Go into your directory in which you want to save your model. I want to save my model here, so I will create a new folder under name torsion episode 3. geometry, press enter and double click on it and name it torsion and save it. We have successfully saved the model. Now we will create an archive file for it. In order to do so, go into the main menu bar again, file, and press the archive button and save the file as torsion-episode 3. Save. And we will save all the results and geometries that we have created. Our model has been saved. We have performed this analysis for a single material, which is structural steel. Press enter. If you want to duplicate this model, you can click on this arrowhead and press duplicate. It will create a duplicate of this analysis system. We can just perform this analysis for, let's say, copper alloy. If you want, it is copying the model. The model has been copied. We can rename this copied model torsion of a shaft for copper alloy. Press enter. We will go into the model tab where we just have to change the material selection. We have previously added all the materials in the analysis system. We don't have to perform any extra steps to assign the model. The results have been previously added. We will just go into the model tab and we'll change the material selection from structural steel to copper. It is loading the ANSYS mechanical window. The ANSYS mechanical window has been opened. You can go to the geometry tab and click the plus icon and press solid. You can go into the details. You can see the material assignment, which is structural steel. We can change it to copper and we will solve the model. We don't have to perform any extra steps. It is solving the model. And there we have the results for the copper alloy. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can ask. Kindly subscribe the channel for more latest updates regarding finite element analysis laboratory episodes. Thank you very much.